Welcome all to NBA 2K14's game analysis. Now, in this game itself, we will be discussing many features on how it can educate students all across the board. So we warm up with Tracy Fullerton and her idea on static and non-static video games. So, NBA 2K14 would be what's known as a static video game, where children are able to interact with the game system itself. The game system itself have players organized, as you can see, according to positions on the court. Students are able to rearrange those players and the positions that they play. As you can see as well, each player is required a role. Students are able to interact with the game itself and change the role of each player. So we bring it down to the court, and quote, a woman by the name of Johann Hugensa, where she states that games are not serious, not to be associated with material, interest, or profit, and takes place in its own boundaries of time and space. As you can see, basketball involves many rules, but students are able to negate all rules in the gameplay itself. They are also allowed to make the gameplay very easy, allowing any student to voluntarily play, learn the game itself, and then increase the amount of rules within the game. Now we move on to David Parlett and his belief on games being formal and informal. Formal games have structure based on ends and means, objectives, and rules. Informal games are based on directed play or playing around. NBA 2K14 offers a taste of both. As you know, in basketball there is a set timer on each quarter of a game. There are 4 quarters. Each quarter is a length of 12 minutes. Now, the goal of the game is to get a higher score than the other team. Informally, as you can see, if you decrease all rules, basically negate all the rules and make it easier to score a shot, there is really no rules in play. But the fact that there's a time limit and a scorekeeping makes it a formal game, because there's an objective at the end of the day. Now, besides formal and informal games, there's another aspect which involves decision making, objectives, and limiting students to what they can and cannot do to the game itself. Now, based on Zimmerman and Salen's writing, NBA 2K14 allows students to make decisions each and every time they play the game of basketball. As you can see, the person with the ball, the student is able to call out what plays they want based on the game's defense. Most importantly, NBA 2K14 makes students great decision makers. Each and every time the student holds the basketball, they are limited to a 24-second shot clock, where once they reach 24 seconds, they have to give up the basketball. They become very good decision makers because they are the ones calling out the plays based on the defense that they see. The student tries, again, the pick and roll play, and as you can see, the defense limits the student on what they can and cannot do. The student will continuously try and try again on the play itself until completion, which you have seen now. Now, moving on to gamification. In this game itself, it rewards students on what they accomplish. This is what's known as a training camp, where students are able to practice any gameplay that they want. As you'll see itself, the game explains on how to do each move and demonstrates that on screen. Student then is supposed to reenact the same play. As you'll see, for each completion, gives them a success and points towards gameplay.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.